Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well and keeping well, and I hope your day has been good. I have been having a very quiet day today, just trying to relax and take a break from everything. But I have been inspired by Spirit to talk about this important herb. I hope you guys have listened to the most recent visions, the new visions video. Have a look on the video list. There's a very important video there with extremely important information for anyone who comes across this channel, that it will help you have an idea about what's going to happen generally on a global scale and on what the energies are like at this time. So today I'm going to talk to you guys about a beautiful herb, one of my favorites, and one of the extremely powerful herbs that have been mentioned in our holy book, in the Holy Quran, by God the Most High. It is just a magnificent tree where we get this herb from. And the tree has different components, which I'm going to try and elaborate on as much as I can in this video. There's a lot to be said about this tree, but I'm going to try and give you the main things that will help you guys when you pray with this herb and where you use this herb for your spiritual activities. As with everything, we have to put God first, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And like I said again, Allah is an ancient Arabic word that means the Most High. And the name Allah is worshipped Allah in mosques, churches and synagogues in the Middle East. All of them, and even the Bible is written, the Arabic version of it is God is called Allah in it. Okay, so God is important to mention the name of God. Whatever your background is, even if your faith is not an Abrahamic one, but you believe in God, mention the name of God. If you have a holy book, use the scriptures that are in the holy books, whether they are Quran, whether they are Bible, whether they are Torah, whatever your religion is, use them to heal yourself, because these texts activate these herbs on a molecular level and they bring out the energy in an extremely beautiful way. When we read, our voice activates them, and because these holy books are from God, they have extreme provenance and power over these herbs that can lead to us healing ourselves and healing our conditions and circumstances that are in our lives that we are not finding favorable. The interesting thing is that when you work with herbs, especially with prayer, they only do the fair and right thing, which is very interesting. So if we try and use these things to manipulate anyone or deceive anyone, often it will backfire. Okay, so I always say, leave the outcomes in the hands of God. State what you want. There's nothing wrong with stating what you want, but leave the outcome in God's hands, whether this is going to be granted or not, and how and when, leave it up to God. Okay, is my advice for you guys. From my experience, this is how it works best. Okay, so let's go into the Cedar. The Cedar is mentioned in the Quran as Sidrat al-Muntaha, or the Cedar tree of where everything ends. It is at the end of creation, including the 7 heavens that were mentioned in the Quran, seven earths and 7 heavens that were mentioned in the Quran. And then you find Sidrat al-Muntaha, which is the end point. And after that point, no one really knows what there is. But it's like assumed by many people that it's God's throne. They say it's God's throne. Obviously, it's too big for us to understand, but it is a landmark of the endlessness of God's creation, and that it ends with God. So the cedar is used to embody that energy, that creation ends with God. Okay, and many have said that cedar is the connection, was the first initial connection between man and spirit, or man and the divine. And it is a very interesting notion. So cedar is a very powerful and high angelic fragrance, or it is a very powerful angelic attractant. And when you work with cedar, you attract the attention of the angels. So it's an amazing herb to work with when you are trying to contact angels or ask for the help of angels with regards to your work, okay, or your prayers, okay. It is a very strong purificant, so it will purify an area, it will purify the energy, your energy, it will purify anything that it touches, whether you use the essential oil or you use the actual herb. It's very powerful for purification. So if you burn it as an incense, you get there's cedarwood incenses that you can buy. If you burn the cedarwood as incense and go through your home, it will bless the home and purify it. Because of its strong connection to angelic energies or to high energies of creation, it is a scent that blesses an area also. So when you purify the place, it will help you bless the place. And in that place where you burn the cedar regularly, if there is a business, if there is work that is being done, if there is anything financial, prosperity will be sure to follow. It also gives strong protection for the place that is burned in or planted in. Okay, so because it attracts very protective energies and high energies, angelic energies, and other energies that are concerned with protection, spiritual energies, you will find that anywhere that it is burned or planted or used, it's very hard for evil to come to that place. Some people have cedarwood furniture. It's quite expensive. They buy it. Some people have cedarwood items that they use for their healing work and their spiritual work. Some people have cedarwood items they use for other things, like cooking and so on. And it is always connected to blessing the people who are come into contact with that plant. Cedar would also give, whether you use the essential oil or the leaves or the bark, it acts as something that gives a person a lot of confidence and strength, physical strength and emotional strength as well. It also gives the person that uses it a lot of power and influence. Okay, so if you have a home and you have a lot of cedarwood trees, like the cedarwood estate, for example, where there's wealthy people living, you find wealthy people living, there's a lot of cedar trees, it makes sense because it is a very, very powerful herb for influence and money. It is also used for healing and for deep healing, especially when it comes to emotional wounds. And it can open up the person's heart to give and receive love, whatever that love is, whether it is family, romance, just camaraderie with other people, and so on. It helps the person open up their heart. If the cedar plant is used, especially the Chinese species, there's many species, but the Chinese species of cedar is used to attract love, and it's very sweet smelling. You find that cedar that grows in the Atlas Mountains, for example, in Morocco and in other places, in highlands, in mountains. That one is a bit sharp smelling and camphoraceous in smell, and that one is used to attract money and wealth more than love. But they both attract it, and they both attract love and money, and they give power and protection. If you live in a home and you plant cedar trees in the 4 directions around the home, you will ensure that place, or a building, you will ensure financial prosperity for that place. When you hang cedar wood bark and trees in the home, or if you have like cedar wood bark, for example, you place them in the 4 corners of your home, or in the windows. It protects from lightning, okay, lightning strike, okay, so it will definitely protect from lightning if it is hanged, especially if you will find in rural areas where people get a lot of lightning. For example, in Morocco, they will hang the cedar wood in where the windows are and places where people could be exposed. Some people plant cedar trees outside so that they don't get struck by lightning, and it's a very good protection for that, and they carry it. Say, for example, if someone has to go somewhere and there's a thunderstorm, they carry it with them so that they don't get struck by the thunderstorm. It is also used in we have a lot of like preparations. It is used in preparations that cause calmness in people and make people feel calm and collected, okay? It also, if you are nervous about anything, carrying cedar wood with you will help you be calm when you go to that place, and it will bless you and it will make you successful. Say, for example, if you carry cedar wood or cedar herb for a job interview, it will be very likely for you to get that job, and people to prefer you over other people when you get that job, especially if you activate it with the Holy Book and put the name of God on it. God is the source of all power, and He is where power ends. So when you pray with His name over these things, you get a perfect result, and God is perfect, so you will get a perfect result. Okay? Now also, some cedar trees produce berries, and these can, if you have the cedar berries, they are very powerful anti-theft talismans. So if you place them in your home, then you will be protected from theft and burglars. If you're going somewhere, say for example, get a plate, get yourself some cedar berries and put them on the plate inside your home or inside the rooms, a plate in each room where you have valuables, or even you can put it in your safe. Or I've seen some people's safes that are made out of cedar wood, and they're very powerful protections, or cash registers that have cedar wood in them in shops, where that gives that person a lot of protection. Okay? Cedar, the berries as well, are very powerful in repelling snakes. Okay? Some people will call them juniper berries, but it's not the actual juniper berries that I'm talking about. I'm talking about cedar berries from the cedar trees. They're known as cedar berries. They're a little bit different. I think juniper berries will also work for this purpose. You can buy them, but they're very good for repelling snakes. Okay, cedar berries. So if someone is going on a trek somewhere, or some people like outdoors, and they go outdoors a lot with this, which is not me. I'm not an outdoors person at all. But I think that if you have that predilection and you like to go out in nature and in the wild, then carrying cedar berries with you or placing cedar berries in your tent or wherever you stay will help you keep snakes and animals like that away from you. Cedar, like I said, is very good for money, and if you mix cedar with patchouli and with ginger, these three things, cedarwood, patchouli, and ginger, you will get money very quickly. Okay, this is a fast money recipe that you can make as an incense, or you can make it with the essential oils and put it in an olive oil carrier oil. Get yourself like say an ounce of olive oil, which is 30 mils, and then put 20 drops of each cedarwood, ginger, patchouli, and if you have vetiver, which is, I've done a video about vetiver as well, it's on the list of the videos. If you add all of these four together, then you're suddenly going to get money, fast money. Okay, it's for fast money. This recipe will get you quick money, and it can get you good amounts, but it's not large, like really large amounts of money. Okay, there are other combinations for larger amounts of money. But this will get you some money, like say 100 pounds, British pounds, or 100 US dollars, 200. I haven't seen it get more than 200-300, but it's some people say it gets them more. It depends on the person's energy and how hard you pray on it, and what you read on it, and how you activate it with the holy books. So just experiment with it and see what it does for you. There is also another recipe that I'll give you here that is for protection. So you mix cedarwood essential oil with bergamot essential oil and clove essential oil, or you mix them together as herbs and you make a powder with them and you sprinkle it around your home or around the place that you're in, and whatever danger that is coming towards you, that is trying to threaten you, or if you feel unsafe for any reason, if you make this combination, nobody negative or evil can find you, okay, or anyone that you are trying to like hide from, they can't find you if you use this. Okay, so it's very good for protection and for removing negative energies. It's extremely powerful at banishing negative energies and keeping negative energies at bay. If you make this combination, it is very powerful for that. Okay, so it protects you, protects your home, protects anything or anyone that you want to protect, as long as you have these three things in that combination. Okay. It's a very, very powerful tree, and the cedars of Lebanon especially have a very strong power that is different to all other countries. I don't know what the reason is, but they have a lot of spiritual power within them. In the cedars of Lebanon, from the Middle East, if you can get your hands on cedar from Lebanon, then you will get the highest potency one, and the one that will serve you best out of all of the others. The ones from Lebanon are considered holy, okay, and they're considered very high vibrational, okay, and spiritual. All right. So I hope this has helped you guys when it comes to cedarwood and all of the interesting things that you can do with it. I love you guys so much. You are all welcome here, wherever you are from, whatever your religion or background is. This channel is open to everyone. May God the Most High protect you and bless you all and give you all health, wealth, love, and happiness beyond your wildest dreams. May all your wishes come true, and may you be protected through these hard times. Use cedarwood. It's very good, and it's very good for protection. One last thing I'm going to say before I go. If you have a property that you want to rent out and it's not being rented, get some cedarwood essential oil and put it on the doorknobs. When people come and view the property, pray on it, put the name of God on it, and pray on it with your holy books, yeah? And then when people come and view the property, they'll be more likely to rent it out. But also specify when you pray that you want good people, okay, and people who will pay you, and people who will look after the property for you, and so on, okay, and people who won't do anything bad in the property. Okay, so make sure that your prayers are specific with these things, because the angels and the spirits that are attached to these items, they will most often do exactly what you ask them to. Okay, if you pray with the name of God or with the holy books, everything should be okay. There should be nothing wrong. But it serves you well to specify what you want and be specific and mention specific things. Okay, that is all I have for you guys. I love you guys so much. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It will motivate me to put out more content for you guys, and it will help me grow my humble channel. My small humble channel is still very small, but I will keep going on. I promise you guys. And I made a promise to God and everyone that I will keep going on. I won't stop. But it will motivate me a lot, and I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in your next video.